Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I have my Sephora VIB sale haul for you guys. I'm so excited. I got so much good stuff. Heads up, this might be a long video. I might split it into two. We'll see how long it takes me to film this. So if this is part one, stay tuned for part two. The first item that I have is the Henriksen Transforming Walnut Scrub. This is basically a physical and chemical exfoliator. Those are my favorite types of exfoliators. This has walnut powder and ginseng extract. So ginseng extract is going to be the chemical, walnut powder is going to be the physical. Now, I would say that this is not so much powder walnut, like these are like chunks of walnut. It's a little bit more abrasive than it sounds like it's gonna be. I wouldn't use this scrub more than 2 to 3 times a week, which is what it suggests anyways. It is a little bit of an abrasive exfoliator, and just with physical exfoliators anyways, like anything that has grit to it, you wanna be a little bit careful and not use it too regularly unless it specifically says to use it every single day, just because it can cause damage and like excess abrasion for the skin is not really great. I have sensitive-ish skin where if something is too abrasive, I get like a rash and my skin just freaks out. My skin has not freaked out with this scrub. That is what the scrub looks like. You can see the walnut. It's not really powder. It's like actual like chunks. It's a really nice scrub. I will definitely finish the bottle. This is the New Face Prep and Glow Cleanse, Exfoliate, Hydrate, Dual-Sided Cleansing Cloths. These cloths work where one side of it removes makeup and kind of cleans your face, and the other side exfoliates and hydrates your face. I haven't actually tried these, but this had amazing reviews on the Sephora website and just online in general. It says that it's soft cotton lace, removes makeup, polishing microdots, exfoliate, infused with hyaluronic acid. It's oil, alcohol, and paraben free, and it is allergy tested. So this is actually really great. You can use this every single day because it is just the cloth that is gently exfoliating your skin, or if you have sensitive skin, they actually suggest to only try it out 2 to 3 times a week to start with, and then you can build up if you so desire. Another thing is that they are individually packaged. This is literally what each cloth looks like. So these are great for on the go or travel, and they're just really convenient cleansing wipes. This is the Dior Hydra Life Pores Away Pink Clay Mask. This is one of the newer masks that they released, and the reason I picked this up specifically was because Nicole Guerrero talked about this one and said that it made her skin feel really smooth, and it just kind of stuck with me. Clay masks, they don't actually suit my skin. Like some of the more abrasive, intensive ones, they make my skin just freak out. Like the original Glam Glow, my skin can't handle it. So now it kind of sounds like, why the heck did I buy this mask anyways? But again, I love Nicole Guerrero, and I love me some Dior. It's not your typical clay mask. This is actually like a very hydrating clay mask. It is technically part of the Hydra Life line, so that would make sense. So when it goes on, it actually feels more like a cream, and when it dries, it almost dries to like a hardened cream, I guess. It doesn't dry completely, it doesn't crack, it doesn't completely change colors. That is one thing that I really like about this clay formulation. Another thing is technically you're only supposed to keep this on for 3 minutes. Like these are really intensive express masks, which is the concept. To that point, I definitely kept it on every time I used it more than 3 minutes, but not significantly more. Like I kept it on for maybe anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes, and then I was good to go. When you wash this off, what you're supposed to do is just take water and rub it into the skin, and it almost becomes like a milky cleanser. It just is so nice because it makes the skin feel really clean. It is a clay mask, so technically it's supposed to help detoxify the skin, which I think it totally does, but your skin doesn't feel dry or stripped or tight, and I genuinely feel like my pores were kind of almost blurred a little bit, which was crazy. And so I'm a fan, especially if you are someone who loves masks but you have sensitive skin. This is going to be a great one for you. This is another item that was inspired by a YouTuber. This is the Josie Maran Divine Drip Honey Butter Balm. So Tati, Glam Life Guru, talked about this, and she said that she like put it on her hand and wasn't gonna buy it, walked away, and was walking through Sephora and just kept touching her hand, like could not stop feeling her skin. And I was like, yep, I'm on board. It's an indulgent body balm that combines honey and 100% pure argan oil, which is what Josie Maran is famous for. This product moisturizes, but also creates a protective shield against what they say environmental aggressors. So I'm assuming like pollution and dirt and all that good stuff. You're supposed to apply this onto slightly damp skin for the best results, but you can totally use this just as a body cream. The first thing I will say is that I ordered this online, and when I opened it up, I was like, God dang, that is a tiny little tub, but a little bit goes a long way just because of the texture of this. So it actually kind of reminds me of like a mousse. I want to go further and say it kind of looks like flan, which is so weird, but that's really what it reminds me of. And what's crazy is see that little stripe in there, like that little mark? I use that on both my arms today. My arms feel so smooth, so silky, and really, really moisturized, but without being super sticky and slimy. So although it's a tiny package, it does pack a punch. Also, this product smells like peaches, which is totally not what I was expecting from honey and argan oil, but yeah, it smells like peaches. Those of you who have been following me for a while know that a few months ago I was really blonde, and I was blonde for about a year and a half, and then I did a couple fun colors in between, and now I am this kind of like smoky blonde brunette type of color. And now I'm realizing that my hair is spent, like it needs some TLC. So I figured VIB sale, perfect time to stock up on good healthy hair products. This is the Coco de Soleil Gloss Moderne High Gloss Mask. This is not a sample, like I didn't get this as like a promo. I paid for this, and it is so tiny. This is probably how much hair mask I use on my head each time I use a hair mask. So I was super bummed out when I saw the actual size of this. Granted, I did spend, I believe, $8 for this, but that's still a lot. Like, what is this? What is this? I haven't used this yet. It had a lot of really great reviews on it. It smells like cocoa butter. It has that sweet smell, but a lot of people said that this was a great hair mask, and I'm going to try it because I'm willing to try anything and everything to make sure that I protect my hair enough so that I can just continue to color it. Don't mind me. This bad boy I have been loving. This is the Briogeo Scalp Revival Charcoal and Coconut Oil Micro-Exfoliating Shampoo. So this is essentially for people who have scalp buildup, dry scalp, itchy scalp, irritated scalp. If you have a scalp issue, this is the thing for you. I have scalp issues. I have a very temperamental scalp. It's kind of like oily when it wants, dry when it wants, and just irritated when it wants. So I have dry scalp sometimes, but it's not all over. Like, it's not just overall dandruff. It's just like certain areas of my scalp will suddenly just be super dry. It's almost like dry skin patches on your face. That's like what my scalp is. More than anything else, like, they don't itch, they don't bug me. They're just unsightly. Like, on my dark hair, it bothers me so much when I can see my dry scalp, and it's just not cute. I'm constantly looking for products that are going to help remove all of that. At the same time, I do have colored hair, so I can't use products that are super stripping. This is great. It is an exfoliating shampoo. Like I said, it has charcoal and coconut oil. Charcoal is gonna help detoxify the scalp. Coconut oil is gonna help moisturize it so that you're not over stripping your scalp, which is very important. It's like a liquidy gray mud. Like, you can see it moving around, so it's not super crazy thick. This stuff really packs a punch though, and you need very little to get all over. What I like to do is I'll take some, I'll put it on my hand, and then I'll just use my fingertips and little by little apply it all over, just to make sure it really gets covered all the way through and gets onto my scalp, rather than me just massaging it and getting it caught in my actual hair. It is 98% naturally derived, which is really cool. Even if you have thin or thick hair, this is going to be amazing. Another thing that some people may not realize is that if you're experiencing a lot of hair fall, sometimes it can be caused by scalp buildup. So if there's too much buildup around the root of each hair follicle, the hair follicle becomes kind of like unstable and it becomes weak. So if you are also experiencing hair thinning, then check this out because this might help. The next item is from the same line from Briogeo, but this is the Scalp Revival Charcoal and Tea Tree Scalp Treatment. So what this is a leave-in treatment that will help with any of those aforesaid scalp or hair issues. On damp hair after the shower, you just take a couple drops. You can part your hair and put 2 to 3 drops on each section of parting, or if you have specific just a couple areas, you can put it on your fingers and just rub it into those areas. You massage it into your scalp and then you can style as normal. It doesn't leave your hair or your roots greasy or oily. You also can use this the night before you're going to wash your hair as like an overnight pre-shampoo treatment. I haven't tried it like that, but I do use it right out of the shower, and it does really help calm and soothe and eliminate, for the most part, dry skin on my scalp. Now, this is not like a total miracle worker. I do have to reapply it every couple of days on certain areas sometimes. It's more like a gel serum, which I prefer because oils obviously in my scalp would definitely make my scalp a little bit oilier quicker, but it's a thicker gel consistency, and then once you rub it in, it's almost like a face serum because it just completely soaks in so quickly and it just leaves your scalp taken care of. This is the IGK Prenup Instant Spray Hair Mask. I've definitely talked about the IGK line before. I love the IGK line. I think it's super innovative and the products really work, like all the ones that I've tried. They have 3 scents to the whole line: Miami, New York City, and LA, and this is the LA one. IGK, for those of you who don't know, is a line that's created by 3 celebrity hairstylists, and it's just a really cool line, so definitely go check it out. But the Prenup is an instant spray hair mask, so you actually are supposed to take this into the shower and spray it on your hair in the shower and leave it on for 2 to 3 minutes and then wash it out, and it's supposed to give you like a full treatment hair mask, but it's just easy because it's an aerosol can and you can spray it directly onto your hair. I have not tried this yet, but it does have really good reviews. I will try it. Leave a comment down below for me if you guys want an update on the things that I haven't tried yet in a separate video, because I can definitely do that. This here is the Vernon Francis Lightweight Styling Serum. I really like this. This I just wanted for a leave-in extra boost of nutrition into my hair, and that's pretty much what it is. You can use it on wet hair or dry hair. It's just a slippery, silky serum, and you can use it to detangle, protect against heat damage, or for a quick style refresh. So I'll use it in my hair wet and style, or leave it to air dry. And then today, for example, like when I have my hair curled or blown out, I'll just take a little bit if I feel like I need to, and I'll usually do it right after I'm done using the hot tools so that it kind of seals everything in. And so I'll take maybe like 1 pump or half a pump. I'll put it between my hands and then I'll just run it through the ends primarily is what I focus on, just so that I can have that hydration where exactly I want it. It is a very lightweight serum, but it does give you like a nice moisturization, silky feel, and it doesn't weigh your hair down. It low-key smells like men's cologne. The scent is not overpowering, and if you're using other products with it, it'll all kind of mix together and you won't really smell it. So I like the smell, but if you're not really into the cologne vibe, then don't worry about it. Still try it out. This is the Iles Formula Paris, New York Hot Performance Finishing Serum. I don't know if this is pronounced Iles or Iles. I know that it is the last name of the celebrity stylist who created this line, who is Wendy, but I don't know if the last name is pronounced Iles or Iles, so I apologize. But this stuff is so good. This is basically a do-it-all serum. It does say it's a finishing serum, but you can use it on wet hair or dry hair, and it's just going to add heat protection, tons of moisture, manageability. On dry hair, it adds a little bit of texture, and it's super, super, super lightweight, especially for how effective it is. When you use it in dry hair, you can use it like multiple days in a row, and it will never feel thick or greasy. This says hot performance, I say high performance. It says that it's a signature finishing serum. It's hand-picked, custom blended ingredients, including vitamins, nut oil, silk, and ceramide. Treat hair with nothing but goodness without ever weighing it down. This paraben-free formula creates a screen against UV rays, humidity, and free radicals, strengthening hair and helping repair split ends, plus preventing color fade. Lightly scented with white flowers. So that, I'm sorry, I forgot about that it is anti-humidity, UV protection. Those things are all reasons why I picked this up, because it really just does it all for you. A lot of people use sunscreen, but they don't realize what the sun can do to your hair and the damage that can occur. So it's always important to use something that's gonna protect your hair from the sun also. But this is what the bottle looks like. I just wanna say that this is a whole lot of product, because I feel like nowadays products are always like expensive for very little quantity, and what's better is that you actually need very little of this. So this bottle is gonna last you so long. It's 200 milliliters. That white flower scent though, so good. It smells like perfume that I actually want to wear on my body. It's like white flowers and musk. So what I do with this is literally that much, like a pea-sized amount, spread it in my hands, and it's so thin that it spreads really easily. And then I do the same thing as the serum. I'll just put it through my hair. I put it through my hair right after I'm done styling it. I'll put it through my hair wet as well. I feel like it also actually helps hold the style a little bit as well, which I really like. It just adds so much moisture and softness to the hair, but my hair still feels like really light and fresh. The scent of this definitely does linger, so I just love the fact that I will be walking somewhere and I'll move my head, or I'll walk by someone, and I've had a ton of people ask me what perfume I'm wearing when it really only was this finishing serum. I think it's a great product. This is the Vanira Moorea from Berdoues, Fabrique in France. I'm sorry, excuse my lack of Francais, but this is the collection Grand Cruise. So this brand released several fragrances on the Sephora website, and I really like the descriptions of a bunch of them, but this one felt more like, if I'm gonna try one, this seems like one I will definitely like. The notes of this, it says it's a solar and tropical blend. It is orange from Brazil, petite grain from Paraguay, and vanilla from Tahiti. I love anything with vanilla in it. The only issue I have about this is that it settles down very powdery on my skin, and I don't like powdery scents. By powdery, I mean that it's hard to describe, but if you smell it, it kind of really does smell like powder. Whether it's like a makeup powder or a baby powder. Like if you smell it, you'll know what I mean if you don't know what I mean by my description. All the bottles have a print on the back, and then you can see it through the front, which I really like. It looks very chic, very simplistic. When I smell it, I can smell a little bit of the orange. It's primarily vanilla, and it's just a light, very sweet fragrance. But then when I spray it and it settles down on my skin, it just becomes too powdery, and powdery perfumes kind of make me a little sick. Definitely go try it if vanilla and orange and you don't mind powdery finishes is your thing, then, or even if you like powdery finishes, then go check this out, because it is a beautiful scent. And just remember that perfumes smell different on everybody, so it may be super powdery on me, but it could be significantly less powdery on you. I know several people in my life who would love this, but unfortunately, as it settled down on me, it just wasn't for me. Now, this fragrance, on the other hand, I love. I am obsessed with Tom Ford Soleil Blanc, and so if you guys know what that scent is, then you're with me. If not, then just so that you guys kind of have an idea, it is summer in a bottle, a very expensive summer in a bottle, but it is like coconut and sunscreen and salt water and a little bit of like a floral touch, but more like outdoor kind of fresh flower. It's just what you imagine when you think of summer at a beach, on an island, while traveling. It just is summer to me. This here is very similar, and I'm so excited. This is literally sunscreen, flowers, coconut, air, salt water. Like, this smells so similar to Tom Ford Soleil Blanc. It's just such a unique scent. It is fresh, but it's still like sexy and it has depth to it. It's unique. It does not smell like a generic perfume. I don't own any Philosophy items. I've just never been drawn to them, but I'm about to go buy me like 5 backups because this is supposedly limited edition is what it says on the Sephora website, and I'm really not about to lose out on this opportunity. It is an eau de toilette, which means that it's generally less intense and tends to normally last not as long as an eau de parfum, but this lasts pretty long, especially when I spray it on my clothes. At least go smell it. I love this. I love this. I'm so excited I found that perfume because I was over here trying to search for like the decanter size of Soleil Blanc, and I was really trying to figure out and like weigh my options as to like whether it was worth it to make that purchase. But then I found this and now I don't need to buy a decanter. I mean, no one needs to buy a decanter. That's just like hashtag first world problems. This next scent is from Pinrose. This is their Sun Saint Eau de Parfum. It says it has sea salt, coconut, and lime. And the master perfumer is Patricia Choux. It's C-H-O-U-X. I'm sorry for my pronunciation if it's wrong. The vibe is relaxed, hypnotic, serene, and it sips like a coconut spritzer. I love when fragrances give me like a story because I feel like I can connect or put more associations with it. And also when I'm purchasing fragrances, it just gives me a better idea of like the vibe pretty much of what the perfume is gonna be like. So this is what Sun Saint smells like. No, that's not what it smells like because you guys can't smell it through the screen. This is what it looks like. I don't own any perfume that is anything like this, but something comes over me when it hits like warm weather and I'm on the hunt for like a Soleil Blanc family member at least. And so this is definitely that. This smells like sweet, and so I get like a citrus note, plus I get coconut though. I definitely get that whole sunscreen sea salt. This one definitely is sweeter than the Philosophy one. It is less floral and more like fruity sweet, and I actually love both of these together, and that's a fun thing that you guys definitely should do. Some people are really against it, but I really like mixing my perfumes. I think if certain perfumes complement each other, then go ahead and mix them. You can create your own signature kind of scent. Some perfumes I feel should be given like their own respect because they are just so beautiful on their own. Like Santal Carmen from Atelier Cologne is definitely one of those perfumes where I'm like, you ride solo. Like she comes out when like I mean business. But these perfumes I think are great for layering. I know that when I start editing this, if I try to do everything, I'm going to just end up with a video that's like an hour long. I'm gonna cut it short there so that I can do justice to the entire haul because there's plenty more to come. So stay tuned for part 2. You do not want to miss it, I promise you. But for now, that's a wrap on part 1 of my Sephora VIB sale haul. I hope you guys enjoyed the video with my reviews. Leave a comment down below for me and let me know what you guys picked up during the sale, or just something you've picked up recently. If you're really excited about it, let me know what that is, because you know that I'm always on the lookout to try like every single product, new or not new. But until my next video, thank you guys as always so much for tuning in, and I'll catch you guys soon. Bye guys.